Hi guys, welcome to Talking to My Cats. I kind of wanted to start a video series where I could just yap about something without it being not the place for it. So call this podcast, call it what you will. I'm gonna call it Talking to My Cats because I'm sitting alone in my house talking to my cats and whoever may click on this YouTube video. But as far as we're concerned, I'm talking to my cats. I'm just like a huge fan of chatty videos, chatty YouTubers, commentary YouTubers, essay video YouTubers. Give somebody a microphone and sit them down in front of the camera, I will watch. And I don't know, I kind of want to join that side of the internet because I like making things. I am a little sick. I'm so sorry that you have to listen to my groggy little voice, but it's also a goal of mine to just get things started, just get things rolling. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be done. That being said, I would love for things to be as close to possible as perfect. We'll see if that happens or not. We're going to be going off of some journaling that I've been doing recently. Journaling has been a huge part of my new year. It's something that I'm trying to be consistent with this year. I just really want to capture all of my ideas, all of my thoughts, exactly where I am, really get in touch with myself and kind of just actually document and write down what's always bouncing around up here, because I feel like I forget so many of the ideas that come to me because I'm just too busy, or I don't have a pen and paper, or I haven't been holding myself accountable to documenting ideas or writing them down and saving them for later. So isn't she cute? I love her. There's a little heart on it. Today we're talking about my favorites, and I probably will do this from time to time. I don't think I will do it every month because I don't want to be purchasing that many new things every month. And I really like to kind of be an empties girl. I like to use something until it's gone. I repurchase a lot of the same things. So I don't think that this will be sustainable for me to do every month. But that being said, I am going to call this my January favorites. Sorry, it just rolls right off the tongue. All right. First, January favorite. Should I go in a certain order? I don't think I will go in a certain order. It's just going to lose its charm. I'm going to overthink it. First, January favorite is going to be Audrey Hobart. Hobart, however you say it. DJ on Spotify literally just calls her Audrey Hobart. He doesn't know how to say it either. This album has me in a chokehold right now. Absolutely obsessed. And when it first came out, everyone was talking about it. And I was like, I'm going to listen to it. Is it an industry plant album? Absolutely. But does she have a quirky little finesse to her that I find interesting? Absolutely. So the first time I listened to it, it icked me just a little bit. But in retrospect, it was the perfect kind of ick because it's just such a confessional, honest girl in her 20s type of album. And some of the lyrics are a little bit jarring because it's brutally honest about the mindset that girls can be in this phase of life. When you first hear it, you're like, oh, I've been there, girl. And then when you've heard it a million times, you're like, I've been there, girl. I've been there. I also just really enjoy her melodies. I think she is an amazing songwriter. And I'm not gonna stand up and claim to be a Gracie Abrams hater. I'm not. But I do definitely think that the songs that I like from Gracie albums, I like because Audrey helped write them. I think she's going to take over the music industry for the next few years. And she just has such a quirky indie synth pop sound. But like I said, the lyrics are pretty brutally honest in a very young, feminine way. So yeah, moving on to my next January favorite, Substack. I don't know what took me so long. I don't know why I was I'll never be a Substack girl. Well, I do know why. It's because I thought that I couldn't join the club because let me just confess to you guys, I'm a terrible reader. I have been bad at it my whole life. Reading comprehension, not a function that this brain has. Every time I got a test of reading comprehension, failed and anxious the whole time. So I was is social media about articles? Not for me. But it has an audio reading feature. It will read it aloud to you. Life-changing. Because like I said, I'm a big yappy video girl, big podcast girl. I just love it. It's I get to listen to a 5-minute podcast that is perfectly written and perfectly said while I do my makeup every day. It's the best thing ever. A lot of creators or authors that I follow on other websites, like people that I listen to their podcasts, they're people that I watch their YouTube videos. They will be sharing or writing their own articles on Substack. And it's just kind of like more of the world that I'm already in, more content, for lack of a better word, to consume that isn't just wasting time on TikTok, which I think we can all agree is ruining our brains. My next favorite, Propel packets. Now, I know what you're thinking. Propel, that's what my grandma drinks. Well, your grandma has taste, and you should get on this because, like I said, I've been so sick. So I bought these little packets, and they just made me feel like, where has this been my whole life? I came home from work one day, terribly ill, throwing up everywhere, not okay. Someone take this woman to the hospital. I took one sip of this. I said, "This is what my body needs." And I've been drinking 2 or 3 every single day now. And I have no regrets. I feel hydrated. They taste amazing. I think they have no sugar, and you can choose one that has caffeine or one that doesn't have caffeine. And the one without caffeine still gives me lots of energy. Next January favorite, sandwiches. A good old sandwich. It always hits. I've been eating sandwiches galore. You can have a delicious veggie sandwich. You can have a delicious meat sandwich. You can have a hot sandwich. You can have a cold sandwich. You can have something really refreshing and crunchy and like garden-esque, or you can have something really saucy and really melty and really juicy. So I'm just really loving sandwiches now. You know? My next January favorite is going to be this camera mount right here. / anything made by this company. I'm really impressed by Ulanzi, I think is how you say it. They're making amazing stuff for such an affordable, approachable, accessible price. Shout out them. When I was a wedding videographer, I was very much a gearhead, and anytime something new came out, I was like, I have to have it. But that being said, I was also always trying to get the best bang for my buck. So I was always looking for little brands that were popping up making dupes of high-end gimbals or high-end flashes or stuff like that. And this suction cup mount, you can literally just put it anywhere. It has an air pump that pumps out all of the air that's between the surface and the mount. And so it's so suctioned on. I put it on the outside of my car. I put it on the window, 10 foot in the air. I put it everywhere. I put it on the cabinets when I'm filming cooking. It's the best thing in the whole world. Your camera angles will go crazy. So highly recommend. It's $50, which is not that much in the camera world. So go get it. My next January favorite is going to be any basic nail designs. I love a little nail art. I love a little something fun in there, but like I said, I'm not very much of a spendy gal right now. I'm on a strict budget. So I have to get my nails done only once a month. So I do let my nails grow out a good bit. And in order for them to not look terrible, I usually pick a color that's kind of similar to my natural nail bed color. So I've just been kind of going for nail designs that have a lot of negative space. I'll put up some pictures around me, but nail designs that use the natural color of your nail bed and kind of incorporate a little bit of art around there, but that create a nice, basically a nice canvas that will match with your regrowth, So just kind of what I've been on. And I also just think that I get so tired of just colored nails. I just get sick of the color because it doesn't match with everything that I want to wear. And it's just a lot easier to refresh and change, or a lot more tempting to change. But if it's something that's more neutral, even if the design that you get on top of the natural canvas isn't very neutral, but you have that base color that's very like skin-like, then I just think that's the way to go. So that's what I'm going to be doing this year. I'm so nervous that my boyfriend's going to come home from work and see me filming my podcast. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but embarrassing. So let's see. My next January favorite is going to be my vanity. My boyfriend Ryan got me a vanity for Christmas, and it's not something that I had been needing, but it's something that I had been wanting for a while, because my getting ready space in the morning was just kind of like a mirror on the wall with like a little table behind me with all the things that all my makeup and stuff on it. So it was always disorganized. There was no storage, so it was just like a table with all my stuff on it. And every time I had to switch out a product, I had to like turn around and find it and grab it and turn around and like do my makeup in the mirror. And having the vanity has made my makeup routine so much faster, because I can just sit down and literally, and I'm done in like 5 minutes. It's been life-changing. It's like, it wasn't a need, but it kind of was a need, because now I spend way less time getting ready for work, which is amazing, because I'm trying to utilize all the time I have outside of work like wisely, so that I'm not just working my life away and scrolling the rest of the time that I have away on TikTok. So thank you, Ryan. I love my vanity. My next January favorite is going to be long form content. Like I said, I just can't get enough. I'm really getting over TikTok. Seems like every video that I get on there is an ad, and it feels like hell. Like, I think I'm gonna die in this house. Literally. I think I'm gonna die in this house scrolling on TikTok. Anyways, I do love the I think I'm gonna die in this house memes. They're cracking me up. Are they rotting my brain? Probably. But you see, I just contextualized the meme and kind of turned it on itself. I think I'm gonna die in this house of I think I'm gonna die in this house TikTok video compilations. Anyways, I'm loving a podcast. I'm loving a Substack. I'm loving a essay video. I'm loving commentary. I'm loving learning. So sit down and tell me about something. You know what I mean? Like, my time is precious. I need to be gaining information from you. My next January favorite is going to be watching your pets eat. This is kind of out there. Maybe everyone won't agree. But like I said, talking to them right now, I have 4 cats. 2 were mine and 2 were Ryan's. We moved together, so now we have 4 little boys in the house. And they eat very fast. So fast that sometimes they feel the need to throw up. And it's just so sad, because like, we can't feed them all again if someone loses their lunch, because then they'll have 2 portions in 3 of their bellies and 1 portion in 1, and then the other 3 might throw up, and then we have to feed them again, and it's just chaos. So we kind of figured out that if you watch them eat, they feel a lot more relaxed and they don't rush to eat, and you can kind of moderate, like no stealing from each other's bowls, no sharing. You get your own bowl and that's it. And our boys have never fought over food, so we never really thought that we needed to, but they do kind of go from bowl to bowl. Like, one person will eat really fast, or one cat will eat really fast and then slide over to another bowl, steal some of their kibble. So, and we've tried to like switch up their diet and do wet food and do like little sardines or like chicken broth, and we've tried to do all that fun stuff, but some of our cats just don't recognize that stuff as food because they've been eating kibble so long. And to me, like, I'd rather have my cats eat lunch than not eat lunch, so we get the best dry food that we can find. Don't hate on me in the comments, okay? It's a work in progress. I'm educated on my cat food. Thank you. So yeah, if you have a pet, eat with them, you know? It's also great to eat with them, but it's also great to just sit with them while they eat. They feel very safe, they feel protected, and they'll eat a little slower and their food will settle nicely. Next, I would like to talk about my robot vacuum. Now, this was a splurge. You don't need this thing. Absolutely, you don't. But it's been one of the best investments that I think I've ever made home-wise. And I've had litter robots. I've had like little smart home machines. But this thing is amazing. Actually, I'll have to look up what the exact model is because it is basically like the flagship model of like robot vacuums. It's from Dream, this company, Dreame, and it vacuums, it mops, it has a little arm that sticks out to like reach into small corners. It cleans its own mop pads and it empties its own vacuum bag and it charges itself on the dock. It tells you when it needs like more in-depth maintenance, and it like is so smart. It basically like it can see if the thing in its way is a cat, and it will like try to wait for the cat to move, or it can see if it's like a pile of cords and it doesn't need to go over there, or if it's like some clothes, it knows that it's clothes. It's crazy. You can set it to do like certain cleans at certain times of the day. If it's while people are sleeping, you can set it to do quiet mode. Like, it is just so smart. And yes, it was expensive, but I just waited till it went on sale. Me and Ryan split it, and our floors have never been cleaner. And like I said, having 4 cats, we have cat litter that gets tracked everywhere in here. Not even talking about the dirt that me and Ryan track in every day. So just such an investment, such a good buy. 10 out of 10. I'm obsessed with her. We named her Opal, and she's our only little girl in this house right now. My last ones are very like small things. Me and Ryan have not had a lighter. Our lighter went out, so we've been using I had a collection of matches from restaurants, which are like a pretty common like takeaway little, like they'll just give you a pack of matches at a bar or a restaurant or like something like that with their branding on it. So we had a collection of those that we never used, and they were piling up, and we started using them, and it's just so fun. It's like a little bit more ceremonial, and you're not just like collecting things that collect dust, And I've actually learned like that some matches are better than other matches, and like some strike really easy and some don't. It's always fun to see what the color of the tip of the match is, what the color of the box is, like if the striking pad is really good or really shitty. So yeah, use your matches. I know a lot of people collect them, but like start using them, I also saw our queen Nadia on TikTok was talking about she loves a high quality match, and she has some in her house, and I want to buy them because they looked like they lit so easy, and they were long, and it was like a big cute box. So yeah, matches are fun, guys. Fire is fun. Okay. Also, I really want to get into some cute sweats. If you have any recommendations, let me know. I'm not really in like the most spendy mood these days, like I said, so I'll probably be thrifting as much as I can. But I've just been loving like a cute model off 2D sweat combination. Like, I don't know, give me a crew neck and give me like a little scrunch ankle sweat with some ballet flats and my hair in a claw clip and my AirPods in and sunglasses. Like, I'm unstoppable. I'm intimidating. I'm gorgeous. I'm a girl's girl, but no men want to talk to me. It's perfect. So if you have sweat recommendations, drop them below, even if they are like something I can find on Depop, if it's just like a Hanes classic crew neck shape, anything like that, I'd be super down to hear about. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I also have on here blue ink pens, which I've just been really into because I love this pen that I've been journaling with, and it is blue ink as well. And I just think that the red and the blue is just so me. I am a sucker for just like a little bit muted neutral primaries, if that makes sense. Not so much yellow, but blue and red are big for me. So, yeah, I don't think that this was very long. We're just about to hit 30 minutes. Thanks so much for watching. My battery is also dying on my camera. I guess I have a podcast now. Hey. Look who's being brave and starting new things. But, yeah, I just really wanted a place to yap about whatever the hell I wanted to. So this will be that. Thanks for watching episode 1 of Talking to My Cats. Seriously, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next vlog or the next podcast or the next whatever the hell I start making on here. And, yeah. Download Substack and buy the robot vacuum, if you so please.